KYLIE Klein Nixon Last updated 1630, May 22, 2018. A right royal wrap-up of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's star-studded Windsor wedding. It was a multicultural ceremony the likes of which the royals have never seen. Review: you can't please all of the citizens of the Commonwealth all of the time, even when there's a fairy tale princess on offer. That seems to be the case with coverage of the wildly anticipated royal wedding on Saturday night, from which no broadcaster emerged entirely unscathed by public opinion. In New Zealand, you were all options. TVNZ had Paul Hobbs and European correspondent Joy Reid, along with Emma Keeling on the ground in Windsor, bringing all the hard-hitting details like where to find a toilet and how cobblestones could sort the heel-wearing women from girls. The royal wedding was amazing, but how was the coverage? Matty McLean was crashing royal wedding viewing parties all around Auckland. Meanwhile, 3 offered Sam Hayes and Ryan Bridges take on the wedding of the decade. Redmore *, Kensington Palace shares family portrait and other royal wedding photos *, best dressed guests at the royal wedding *, royal wedding ratings prove it was television on an epic scale *, the best of the royal wedding memes. According to Twitter, many Kiwis chose to flit between channels to make sure they were getting the best of what was on offer. Treat your eyes to all the good stuff in our 5 Stars newsletter. Hilary Barry and Jeremy Wells watched from the beds for TVNZ1, which was a relaxed way to tackle it. But that was early on in the day. Naturally, there were some complaints, with the Lions show reserved for commentators not knowing who the celebrities arriving at the wedding were. Indeed, over on News Hub, fashionista Trelise Cooper kept referring to Meghan Markle's Suits castmates by their character names. News Hub was also called out online for forgetting former British Prime Minister John Major's name, although it's possible it was TVNZ's Melissa Stokes who went quiet when the former Tory landslide loser took his front row seat. TVNZ's coverage was also called screechy by one viewer, which was positively kind compared to the ribbing the BBC got from British viewers online. In the UK, the 2 biggest broadcasters at the event were ITV, which 3 cut to from time to time, and the BBC, which TVNZ took a feed from, fondly known as Auntie by the Brits. They both started their coverage hours before the actual wedding. The ceremony offered an opportunity to eat, drink and dress in theme.
The Telegraph claimed the wedding was an ocean of calm, after hours of doggy-paddling presenters, manic crowds and not much else at all. After a morning of ceaseless waffle, it was blessed relief that suddenly the broadcasters had to hush and let the images do the talking, wrote Michael Hogan. There was palpable warmth in St. George's Chapel. The Daily Mail's Andrew Pearce proclaimed, Labour's virtue-signalling Republicans were on parade over at the BBC as anti-offers anti-monarchist coverage during the royal wedding. The pomp, the ceremony. What did the 7 Sharp hosts make of Harry and Meghan's wedding? He failed to back that up with much evidence, as it seemed like the only folks who got a seat next to the Biebs, Dermot O'Leary and Kirsty Young, were ones who'd met the happy couple and benefited from it. Meanwhile, the Evening Standard claimed the day for ITV, with a raft of tweets lauding the channel for its upbeat, sunny coverage. As for presenters, ITV had former Kiwi presenter Philip Schofield and Julie Etchingham, who is apparently much loved in the UK, hosting. Sky News offered Brits Anna Botting on Kay Burley, very much enjoying the slightly wrong subtitles in the BBC royal wedding coverage. Coverage, but out of interest. Can anyone tell me if the BBC commentary team that keeps talking about inclusivity is all white?
Have to admit ITV did better with actual journalists rather than Orr, Dermot, Scarlett and Bacon. Hugh Edwards should have been Kirsty's sofa buddy. We'll dissect on at Talk Radio tomorrow morning. Christo Foofers at Christo_radio. May 19, 2018. Oh God, did not expect a montage to end the BBC coverage.
Cue the tears, again.
Excellent commentary and amazing camera work.
Imagining if Pakistani media was to cover it, I reckon all screens would be red with breaking news etc. Rahman Azhar, at Rahman_Azhar, May 19, 2018. Congratulations at BBC, at ITV and at Sky News for the excellent pre. pic.twitter.com/O3L9Ethquin, Nigel Huddleston MP, at Huddleston Eagle, May 19, 2018. BBC's royal wedding coverage having to explain the storylines of Suits while the cast arrives is an absolutely bonkers thing to be happening. Whitney McIntosh, at WhitneyMo2, May 19, 2018. If you were watching ITV's
Schofield were neck and neck for the most Alan Partridge-like moment during the hours and hours of coverage. Schofield's came early, when he started the day by traipsing through Horseshoe. Burley's came when she lifted a young girl over a barrier to show her dress to the cameras, only to leave her on the wrong side of the fence complaining, "She was a bit heavy for me." Burley won by a nose. The cast of US legal drama Suits, in which Meghan Markle starred, had arrived at St. George's Chapel. So how did you watch the wedding of the year? Let us know in the comments. Hollywood star Tom Hardy arrives at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding with wife Charlotte Riley. Stuff.